Please have a seat, everyone. We're going to start in a minute. 1 minute. Give it up for fall sports. Sorry, guys, I'm a little sick. I'm going to try to hype you guys up as much as possible. Welcome to awards night. So tonight's a night where you get to look back on your fall season. You get to look back over the past 2 and a little bit of months of competition, practice, being with your team, learning, growing, failing, and really reflecting on what happened this season. And being here and being present with yourself, with your team, and with your community. Now, I know there are probably some of you, many of you maybe, who might look back on the season and think, I wish I did that differently. Or, I wish I can have that game back. Or, I wish that injury didn't happen. All valid points. But tonight's not about that. Because even though your season wasn't perfect, no season ever is, you got to achieve so much, and I hope you're able to actually recognize that. You got to achieve things individually, as a team, and you got to represent your community and do a really good job at it. So tonight, I hope you're able to recognize that, validate that for yourself, for your team, for your coaches, and everyone that supported you along the way during the season. You guys ready to celebrate? Yeah. Mr. Joe, could you go ahead and help me with the slide, please? Thank you. All right. First up, coming onto the stage, we have, one second. No, hold on. coming. Oh, don't look. Okay, nothing got ruined. Great. JV volleyball girls, could you please come up to the stage?
Thank you for being here tonight. I would like to take a moment to express my gratitude to all administrators for facilitating this program and checking on our progress regularly. I appreciate the value you place on sports in our students' education. To the parents and fellow coaches, thank you for your dedication and the many sacrifices you have made to make this season possible. To my fellow teachers, thank you. Muchas gracias. Thank you for taking the time to come to our games and cheer for the JV team when we needed it the most. To all students, thank you for your kind and encouraging words during our toughest games. We heard your words. Know that words matter. They can have a profound impact on people. When positive, they help to build confidence and resilience in young players like our JV team. This is our JV team, our TCIS JV team. I would also like to recognize our manager, Hyeju Kim, for your hard work. The swing players, Belen, Chloe, Michelle, and Emma, for their help during games. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Michelle. Your patience, kindness, and respect for the JV team as they learned a new sport meant so much. You gave them the confidence to take risks without fear of judgment, and you consistently put the team before yourselves. Thank you for leading with heart and humility. As we close this season, there is always a feeling of wishing we have more time to play more, keep learning, and do better. However, when we reflected on the season as a team, two words stood out in our writings: improvement and growth. We improved the volleyball skills needed to offer our opponents a competitive game. But more importantly, we grew as people. We learned humility, and I hope you keep that with you forever. We discovered courage inside of us. We became more resilient as we faced difficulties, and we learned to respect the uniqueness of every team member. That's when we knew we had become a team. We will build more skills and come back next year stronger and ready to continue our volleyball journey. That we promise. Now we're gonna move to the awards, and we're gonna start with the Dragon Fire Award. This player demonstrated a deep love for the game and fierce determination, always giving her all and playing with intensity and heart until the very last point. The Dragon Fire Award goes to Hyun Park. The Dragon Heart Award. These players showed remarkable courage and determination, especially during their first game. Despite being new to TCIS and to sports in general, and with less than 3 weeks to learn volleyball skills, they played with pride, heart, and bravery for the Dragons jersey. The Dragon Award goes to 2 players, Yoon Ah-ju and Yoon Sol-jung. The most improved player. This player demonstrated exceptional dedication, improving her skills with commitment and humility that inspired the entire team. The most improved player is Tae Kang. The most valuable player. This player was essential to every play, consistently working hard to improve her role, making the team stronger. Her kindness, patience, and leadership helped everyone stay focused and in the right position throughout the sets and each game. The most valuable player is Mehati Aravind. To all of you, thank you so much for supporting this team. This is how we start. This is how we build a program. So we really, really thank you for everything that you said and did for us this season. Thank you so much.
Give it up for the JV girls volleyball team one more time. Next, could I please have the varsity cross-country team up on the stage?
fabulous. You look fabulous. Okay. Thank you. This 2025 cross-country team has shown true perseverance over 12 demanding weeks, tackling hill repeats up Dragon Hill, long-distance runs that went anywhere from 6 kilometers to 13 kilometers, intense intervals, and countless strength sessions with coaches Stein and Gordon. These athletes didn't back down from the sweat, the side aches, or the burning lungs. It takes a special kind of person to keep showing up for such a grueling sport, and this team did exactly that. In fact, they did more than that. I remember Samuel's perseverance through injury, presence, and prayer, his presence and his prayers. Jinwoo's rallying voice during workouts and races, telling his pack to keep going. Not to mention our other packs. So we had several packs that ran together and strengthened one another as a team. Lauren, Sabin, Ellen, Spring, and Sarah. We had Jinwoo, Juwon, and Aiden. We had Wusung, June, and Eli. I'm going to remember Spring's stride of determination and strength that got faster and faster with each meet. Daniel and Isel's perseverance through stubborn shin splints. Julie's speed, spirit, and example. Victoria pacing with the boys' team every practice. Aiden, Juwon, and Daniel's textbook sprints through the finish, emptying the tank. Hayun's consistency and dedication throughout the season. That boy loves to run. Sabin's spirit and grit through tough practices. I think she might love hills almost as much as me. Daniel, Ellen, and Victoria's wise words during devotions. Do-yoon's memorable, and many of you were there, home meet finish when he blew past the 2 Dwight runners who were doing some kind of kai bai bo, and he's like, business. Heroes, APAC PR. George's 8th grade speed that earned him 2nd place in 2 of his open races this season. Ellis's post-race running highs and her realization this season of her inner strength, God's strength. Eli's team, we still have to work on a better name for that, but those 5 grade 9 runners who hold a promising next 3 years for our program. June and Wusung securing a spot on our all-time top 10 list. And June, just doing that at his first meet. And Wusung at his last. Our captains, Daniel, Wusung, Victoria, and Ellen. And last but not least, Alex, Seha, and Joshua being dependable, encouraging, supportive captains at every single practice. Each member of this team embodied our team verse, Romans 5:3-5. We rejoice in our sufferings because suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. Throughout the season, we reminded each other that we don't endure alone. God runs beside us every step of the way. Through perseverance, every athlete improved, dropping anywhere from 3 minutes to 10 minutes off their 5K times and building strength not just in body, but in spirit. Because no matter how grueling cross-country is and how physical, as we say, cross-country, as well as every sport, I'd say, is 10% physical and 90% mental. They've learned to push past limits, to run with purpose, and to find hope through hard work. As Paul wrote, running is more than just a sport, it's a reflection of life. There are challenges, setbacks, and moments of pain, but we keep going. Coach Stein and I couldn't be prouder, not only of the races they ran, but of the character that they've built together. I want to thank Coach Stein for her first year coaching with me in cross country, and for organizing our regular Muscle Mondays and just taking the reins on that. I want to thank Mr. Danny for organizing our weekday meet, our Wednesday meet that started at 1, and rallying the crowd. And I appreciate the fact that you made that happen. So thank you. I want to thank Coach Flett, who's not here tonight, but for his energy and example in Kobe at APAC Cross Country, and to our staff and parent volunteers, especially Mr. Lee for those legendary post-race snacks. This season has been a powerful reminder that perseverance builds character, and character gives us hope. So thank you, team. And we're going to move into our awards.
I'm going to present the Dragon Heart Award. This award recognizes a teammate who uplifts and encourages all teammates before, during, and after practices and meets. They show team spirit and bring positive energy to the team. This runner is infectiously upbeat and a joy to converse with. Even if illness strikes or bad weather is threatening, she is there to support our Dragons. What an honor to bestow the Dragon Heart Award to Sabin Lee. Dragonfire Award recognizes a teammate who consistently demonstrates passion and dedication to the team. They are present at practices, they give 100% effort every day. They follow the workouts and show determination every day, doing what is necessary to improve themselves for their team. This runner has never, ever given up and reflects undying Dragon faith. To know her is to experience what a true team player is. This year's Dragonfire Award goes to Lauren Song. The Leadership Award recognizes a runner who exemplifies outstanding leadership both on and off the course. Through consistent dedication, integrity, and encouragement, this athlete has inspired teammates to strive for excellence and unity. Their actions reflect the true spirit of cross country: perseverance, humility, and service to others. The recipient of the Leadership Award leads not only by performance, but by example, motivating others during challenges, demonstrating resilience through adversity, and fostering a positive, team-centered culture. This runner can be seen cheering others on during races and clapping for the sheer joy of competing with our God-given talents and abilities. I am proud to announce that this year's Girls Cross Country Leadership Award goes to Ellen Kim. Thank you. It seems that invariably on the bus ride home from a meet, Coach Gordon would announce yet another minute or two shaved off of this runner's personal best. I personally have spent hours in running alongside this athlete who never, ever gives up. She shows a love of the sport and quiet determination at both practice and in meets. Are we surprised that this year's MIP award goes to none other than Ellis Bay? This next runner consistently attended practices and brought grit and positivity each afternoon. She truly is a role model for the young rookies as they set their running sights high in the future. Not only is she a valuable runner, her upbeat demeanor is a model for all of us, both on and off the course. This award goes to our valued teammate, Julie Kim.
Congratulations, Lady Dragons. Now for our men's team awards. First of all, Dragon Heart. This athlete joined the team in his final year and faced ankle and knee injuries pretty soon after our first meet. Yet, he went above and beyond. He would come to practice in time during our practices. He would cheer at the finish lines, and he would inspire teammates through his pre-race prayers, even sending one for us to share at APAC in his absence. Returning to run the last two races, he finished his season with a personal best. This season's Dragon Heart Award goes to Samuel Hyunmin Ju. Dragon Fire Award. In his first year on the team, this runner showed exceptional coachability, listening, adjusting his form and his breathing, and always meeting every challenge. Known for his powerful finishing kick, he pushed himself and his teammates with his constant "yes, we can" spirit. The Dragon Fire Award goes to Juwon No. The Leadership Award this season goes to an athlete that brings a lot of running experience, yet the captain role was a challenge for him, who tends to be on the quieter side. His team voted him as a leader. His determination and hard work speaks volumes and spurs on his teammates. The Leadership Award goes to Woo-sung Chung. Most Improved Runner. This athlete began the season battling painful shin splints, yet still earned a varsity spot and delivered when it mattered most, running his 2 fastest races at APAC and kayak. He showed up, he pushed past discomfort, and cut 6 minutes off his time over the season. This year's Most Improved Runner is Daniel Bay. And finally, Most Valuable Runner. This runner not only finished as our top runner several times, but also gave 100% effort every practice. No excuses, no limits. In his first race on a tough SFS 5-peak course with hills, he steadily gained ground to finish first for our team, then dropped over 3 minutes at the next meet. His consistency and drive pushed our whole team to be stronger. The Most Valuable Runner Award goes to Eli Huang. Thank you.
All right, cross-country captains and seniors, please come up for your speeches and to be recognized. Here.
My name is Woo-sung, and I am the 25-26 cross-country captain. I first want to thank our coaches for the incredible season. Ms. Stein, although you were my coach for just 1 year, your bright energy and consistent effort encouraged all of us, our runners, to persevere. I really thank you for the incredible year this year. And Ms. Gordon, I don't even know where to start. Since middle school, you've always been my coach, and you've consistently encouraged me through my years of immaturity. And in high school, you guided me through struggle and constantly encouraged me with tips and advice, helping me become the runner I am today. Not just as a coach, but as a teacher as well, you've been an inspiration. You always realized when I had a bad day and would talk to me with your encouraging words and optimistic laughter, helping me beat struggle. I'll definitely miss seeing you every fall, but my time as your player and student helped me become the person I am today. I can't explain how thankful I am for having you as my coach, so thank you. As for our players, man, what an incredible season. Being on the team 4 years, this year's team has undoubtedly been the best. The energy and optimism of this group helped me push through my senior year. And being able to talk to you guys has definitely been a highlight for me. Didn't matter if I had an exam the next day or college applications. Being around you guys, it was amazing. Being such a young team, I'm so excited to see how you guys will perform next year and in the future. Knowing your capabilities and abilities, potential, I know that each one of you will leave an immense record during your time as a member of the TCIS cross-country team. Good luck next year, because I expect all of y'all to break some records.
Hello, my name is Daniel Bate, and I'm also the cross-country captain along with Usong, Ellen, and Victoria. Once again, I'd like to thank the coaches because, like Mr. Danny said at the beginning of the season, without the coaches present, none of this would be possible. I really like to first thank Miss Gordon, I met at my first day of school, right in this pack. And she was the one that, she was one of the main reasons that I got into cross country, because although I really didn't have a lot of running experience, honestly, I couldn't even run a 3K back then, but she was so encouraging to me, and she really got me to show up to the practice on the first day. And I really ended up loving cross country, and I showed up on the second day and the third day, and this year as well. I would also really like to thank Ms. Stein. Although it was her first year coaching cross country, she always had a positive attitude, and seeing her at the halfway mark for the races always put a smile on all of her faces, because we knew that the race was halfway over. And also, I'd like to thank the entire cross-country team, because without them, the positive atmosphere that I love cross-country, it's one of the main reasons I love cross-country. And having the entire team come out right as you're finishing your race and cheering for you is one of the best feelings you can ever experience. And so I really like to thank them as well. And finally, I was thinking what I'd like to end my speech with. And I think the best way would be to end with the most important lesson I've learned from running cross country for the past 2 years. I was thinking about countless things to talk about, like having a growth mindset or persevering, but the main one, or the most important one in my mind, is knowing your limits. As Ms. Gordon mentioned, I suffered a lot of injuries, both last year and this year, and I think one of the main reasons for that was because I pushed myself too much, and I put too much or too high of an expectation on myself. And this year, I learned to pace myself and know my own limits. And so during practice, if I wasn't feeling so well, I would run a little more slowly, and that really helped me recover and get a PR at the end of the season. And so I think this applies to life as well, because I've struggled a lot, and I know we've all struggled a lot as high schoolers or middle schoolers. And one of the greatest things that's helped me, or one of the greatest mindsets, is to know your limits, and that a lot of the challenges aren't just beaten in one day. Like during APAC, one of the SFS coaches told us that cross-country races are won during the summer. In other words, the runners that run in the summer and practice in the summer, even when there's no practice or school, are the ones that run the best times. And so I think that whenever we face a challenge that we can't beat, it's always best to not go too hard on yourself and prepare yourself as much as possible. And so that's just something I wanted all of you to hear. Thank you.
You guys good? Let's get you guys to go to the front and get some pictures. Hey, Vic, come.
I didn't. Okay. My name is Victoria Lee, and I've been a part of cross country for the past 4 years, so all throughout high school. And every year has been a learning experience. Every year I've learned something new. Ninth grade was my first time being a part of a team, and it's when I started finding my passion for cross country and sports. 10th grade, I had to learn to step up as a captain and find my voice, being a very timid and reserved person at the time. 11th grade, I learned to, as Daniel mentioned, listening to my body and not pushing myself to the point of exhaustion, because I faced a bunch of physical health problems last year. This year, I learned to make the most out of every moment and just have fun. Each year holds such a special memory in my heart, but this year has undoubtedly been my favorite. I think there's been sort of a revival to the team compared to last year, especially because our team is so young. They bring so much energy and passion, and cross country is such a mentally and physically demanding sport, and it's one that every single runner here has stuck with and persevered through. I'm so proud of every single runner on this team. And lastly, I want to thank Coach Stein, who has been such a powerhouse throughout the season. She would run alongside every single one of us, and with a big smile. I don't think I've ever seen her not smiling, and that is so special to me. And then lastly, I want to thank Coach Gordon, who has truly been there since day one. I remember this one time she called me on the last day of school, and she prayed over me, and she just took the time out of her day to check how I was doing, and that just meant a lot to me, and I think that really shows the type of person Coach Gordon is. She's not, it's more than just a sport. We're like genuinely family, and I think this team has become my family over the past 4 years, and I'm so grateful. I just want to end my speech by saying thank you to everyone who has been a part of this journey.
Okay, well, I'll make this really short and concise. So I'm Ellen, and I'm also one of the captains of cross country. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my team and coaches. It was my first year in TCIS, second year running. It was really great to see how our team really grew, and it was a really grateful opportunity to get to know all these wonderful people. Thank you.
Now photos. Coach Julie. I haven't even announced it. Okay. Next, could we have the girls varsity volleyball team up on the stage?
Okay, hi. I'm gonna keep this shortish. This season, our team set out with one simple but powerful goal: to play with grit. We talked about what that meant, giving everything we had, no matter the score, no matter how tired we were, no matter who was on the other side of the net. Grit meant fighting for every point, showing up for each other, and finding joy in the battle. And you did that every time you stepped on the court. We had our share of challenges, ups and downs, injuries, lots of injuries, tough games that didn't go our way, but through it all, you kept pushing. You adapted, supported each other, and refused to let those moments define our season. You found ways to laugh, to stay positive, and to keep believing, even if sometimes that belief was mostly about winning for chicken. And then came the perfect ending to the story, the kayak plate tournament, down 23-11 in the third set, exhausted and running on pure determination. You didn't quit. You dug deep, trusted your training, trusted each other, and fought point by point until you came all the way back. That comeback wasn't luck. It was a result of months of growth, resilience, and heart. You ended the season not just as champions, but as a team that truly embodied what grit looks like. You showed that belief, teamwork, and a little humor can carry you through anything. I couldn't be prouder of how far you've come and the spirit you played with all season long. Okay, now I get to read the awards. See, I kept it short. First one, Dragon Fire. There's actually two. So first two, Dragon Fire. The first player was the backbone of our defense. She read the court, kept plays alive, and set the tone for hustle and grit on our team. Our first Dragon Fire award goes to Damin Kim. Our next player led by example, balancing leadership, strategy, and selfless play that kept the team connected on and off the court. Our next Dragon Fire is our setter, Miss Sophie Song. Okay, our next award is the Dragon Heart. This player actually took a season away last year from the sport and came back in her final year to support the team. This award is for returning stronger, pushing through challenges, and inspiring others with determination. Our Dragon Heart is Miss Juna Ariyoshi. Okay, our MIP showed tremendous growth by adapting to new positions. She stepped in for our setter when she needed to, and she finished the season as a key defensive contributor. Her versatility, resilience, and steady improvement made a major impact on the team's success. Our most improved player, Yewon. All right, this is my last one. Our MVP. As a strong hitter and team captain, she consistently led by example, controlling the tempo of our offense and bringing energy to every match. Her powerful play, dependable defense, and leadership made her an invaluable all-around force on the court. Our most valuable player is Miss Lauren Kim. Okay, I'm done. Y'all start.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to a few special people. Most importantly, I would like to thank my Lord for always being there for us during our hardest times on set and for being our motivation. Next, thank you, Mom and Dad, for always supporting me behind the scenes and encouraging me through every challenges. If it were not for my mom's encouragement to play volleyball back in 8th grade, I would not be standing here today. Lastly, I would like to appreciate our coach for always putting our team first and dedicating so much time, care, and love to us. You helped me believe in myself even when I had doubts, and I am truly grateful for that. Now, I would like to take a moment to recognize our team for all that we have achieved together. At the beginning of the season, we faced challenges learning to work as one and getting used to each other's personalities and different playing styles. And as a captain, it was difficult at first to unify everyone on the court, especially since I spent half the season injured and could not always be out there with you guys. However, as we continued to spend time together by talking after practices, sharing reflections, and encouraging one another, we grew closer as a team. That connection led us to experience one of our proudest moments, our first win against CDS. Our team may include many seniors, but our younger players from freshmen to juniors also stepped up in incredible ways. On the court, age really did not matter. Matter of fact, every player competed with heart, passion, and determination. At times, I even forgot how young of them were because of how maturely they played. I know I was not a perfect captain, but this opportunity taught me valuable lessons. I learned so much from all of you, and what we accomplished was only possible because we worked together as a team. As I have reminded you throughout the season, feel the game. Congratulations to all of you on earning first place, and I wish you continued success in the seasons ahead. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sophie, and as a senior captain, I want to thank my coach, my teammates, and my parents who have stood by me throughout the fall season. This year has truly been special. Even though we started with only few returners, we built strong team chemistry through our hard work, trust, and constant support one another. We faced challenges and though tough games, but we kept pushing, stayed positive, and grew stronger together. Every practice we met, every match, every moment brought us closer, and that bond is what made the difference. Winning first place in kayak championship wasn't just about skill, but it was about teamwork, dedication, and heart. I'm so proud of how far we've come and what we've achieved together. Thank you, Coach, for believing in us, and thank you, team, for making this season one I'll never forget. Thank you.
Give it up for the girls varsity volleyball team and our plate kayak champions. Next up, could I please have the boys varsity volleyball team up on the stage?
Before we start, we just want to congratulate our girls team again. Can we give applause to our girls team again? Because of you, your championship, we can stay in the red division next year. Thank you. If I were to make a metaphor for our boys volleyball season this year, I would compare it to preparing or maybe procrastinating for an important test. We all get the same test paper in the end, but each of us comes to it with different learning experiences and study habits. In that sense, the kayak final tournament is like a final summative exam. Okay? Our conference games are like formatives that help us learn and grow. And APAC is like a mock exam, a chance to measure how ready we are. Throughout the season, our team has shown one consistent quality: humility. We've kept a humble record, not because we didn't want to win, but because we've been learning what it truly takes to win through perseverance, teamwork, faith, and trust. Okay? From the very beginning, I knew it wouldn't be an easy journey. Thankfully, we had Coach All, who coached our players like the most patient Hagwon teacher. Okay? One skill after another, one drill after another, one player after another. When I watch our games, I don't see him as a coach. He's like the seventh player on the court, guiding, encouraging, fighting with every point. Our boys depended on him deeply. After every rally, they looked to him for affirmation, correction, or encouragement, because they wanted to know they were doing it right. We may not have won any games this season, but our players have built something more important: a deep and lasting relationship with their coach, with each other, and with the sport itself. So tonight, I would like to ask our boys to stand and give a bow to Coach All, because I know how much he wanted to win too, and also because we owe him a win in the future. Guys, all together. All right. Yeah. First award, Dragon Roar Award. This is the first time I'm giving out the Dragon Roar Award, because I believe it represents something that our community truly needs to build. We need to learn how to cheer when we are winning, but even more importantly, we need to learn how to lift up each other when we're struggling. This player has embodied the spirit in his own unique way with energy, encouragement, and heart. And he reminded me that cheering is not just about celebration. It's about courage, connection, and belief. His example is one of that I will remember for a very long time. So the Dragon Roar Award for the boys varsity team goes to Jin Yulong. I'd like to invite Coach All to present the second award, okay?
드래곤홀, 팀을 위해 탁월한 헌신과 용기, 그리고 이타심을 보여주었고 부상 속에서도 먼저 팀을 생각하여 두려움 없는 플레이로 우리에게 큰 영감을 준 드래곤홀 데니 킴.
All right. MIP. This player reminds me one of our alumni, Mark Choi. Does anybody know him? Okay. A student who has naturally talented in every sport he played. I first got to know this player in an elective PE class this year, where I saw him fancy dribbling and smooth shooting skills with basketball. So when I saw this player trying out for volleyball, I felt some excitement again. Our entire team has witnessed his incredible growth this season. As a new player, he worked hard, stayed humbled, and kept improving every single week. And guess what? When I talked with him, I found out that his main sport is actually soccer. So this year's MIP award goes to DJ.
We honored to present the Most Valuable Player Award to the athlete who has demonstrated an exceptional understanding of volleyball, exemplary leadership, and unwavering dedication to the team. Excelling in receive, attack, and serving, he has the team's decisive ace and a driving force behind their success. In recognition of his outstanding performance and leadership, it is our privilege to present this award to Aram Choi.
What's up? My name is Jin. Some of you guys might not know this, but I played varsity boys volleyball in my sophomore year. I didn't play in my junior year because of my schoolwork, so coming back this season was pretty hard at the beginning. I was frustrated with the rotations and playtime at first, but I had my buddies and my coach supporting me and helped me keep going. First of all, I want to say thank you to our coaches, Coach Yuan and Coach O, who always encouraging me on the court and giving me advice to become a better player. You guys pushed me to improve and believe in myself more, and I'm really thankful and appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to my teammates. Thank you guys for always supporting me, especially when I'm struggling with serve receives. Your energy, your jokes, and encouragement honestly is the biggest help to me. I'm really happy I got to hang out with all of you guys in this season, and I get to know some of you even more. Thank you, everyone. I'm really excited to see how next year's team is going to be, and yeah.
Firstly, I want to thank my fellow teammates, especially my senior teammates, Aram, Danny, and Jin. Aram, you are who brought me into this team and truly made my job difficult, but worth it. And Danny, thank you for staying bright always, no matter what, and being my mood changer always. And Jin, my bench partner. I have a lot to say, but I will just say I love you. And thank you for being such a great teammates and classmates and friends. I also want to thank my roommate, Canoe. Thank you for always handling my gojang always in my room. I honestly wouldn't have been able to stand till the last if it wasn't you in my room. And finally, I want to thank our coaches. Mr. Yuan, thank you for being the most passionate coach that I ever had, and it helped us a lot to stay motivated through difficult times. And Coach O, 솔직히 이번 시즌에서 저희 뭐 힘든 시간도 많았고 영승하게 됐는데 그래도 정말 소중한 기억 많이 남겨주셔서 정말 감사하고 솔직히 코치님 아니었으면 이번 시즌 웃었을 거에 거의 반의 반도 못 웃었을 것 같습니다. 저랑 아람이한테는 정말 좋은 멘토가 되어주셨고 저희도 꼭 졸업하고 선생님처럼 멋진 어른으로 자라나고 수 있도록 노력해 보겠습니다. 선생님 사랑합니다. And thank you team for this season and good luck finding a new manager next year.
Before I start my speech, I want to thank my coaches for everything you guys have done for the team this season. We wouldn't be able to grow and achieve as much as we did without the coaches. To start off the speech, I want to tell my teammates that this result shouldn't define who we are as a team and as a player. Although I understand that the result is the most direct way to reflect the season, I would like to focus on the growth and the lessons we learned during these moments and has taught us to be more resilient and to be a greater player overall. There were times when it felt like everything that we worked for just wasn't showing up on the scoreboard. But when the focus is placed too much on the results, I want to emphasize more on the process and the journey that we went through together and made us grow. I hope the next year's team takes this season as a valuable experience and a lesson to let the effort and the hard work reflect as a result. Thank you all my teammates for the hard work and dedication that you all showed this season. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This season was very tough. We went 0-24, and that alone tells a story. But honestly, the harder part wasn't losing games. It was feeling like sometimes we weren't all fighting for the same thing. There were moments when the energy dropped and when it felt like we weren't on the same page, and that itself was tough. But even through all of that, some of us still showed up, still pushed, still cared, and that meant something for me. Because showing up when things aren't easy doesn't define you. Showing up when everything's falling apart does. For me, that hit especially hard when I dislocated my knee mid-season. Sitting out, watching everyone play while I couldn't even jump or move the same. It sucked, but it also made me realize how much I love this sport and how much I care about the people I play with. Even when I couldn't be on the court, I wanted to be there, cheering, supporting, doing whatever I could. We struggled, not just with the teams we played and went against, but with ourselves. There were times when it felt like we weren't all on the same page, and when some of us questioned what we were even playing for. But for those who kept showing up, who gave effort when it felt pointless, I just want to say thank you. You reminded me what it means to play for something bigger than a win, to play for pride, for growth, and for each other. To our coaches, thank you for your patience and dedication. You guys kept believing in us, even when it was hard to believe in ourselves. And to the players who never stopped trying, who dove for every ball, who cheered even when we were down, that meant something. And to the crowd, families, and friends, thanks for cheering for a team that didn't have the record, but had a heart. We may not have won on paper, but I'm sure we learned a lot about resilience, accountability, and what it really means to be a team, even when it's messy. Thank you.
Give it up for the varsity boys volleyball team. Now please help me welcome the boys varsity tennis team onto the stage. Good evening. I want to say a few words about the season first before we begin with the awards. As the head coach of the boys varsity tennis team, I couldn't be prouder of what our players accomplished this year. After graduating 5 experienced seniors last year, this year was a growing year. A season of rebuilding, learning, and finding our new rhythm together. We just had 1 senior this year, Seung-yeon. What a welcome addition he's been. We also had a fantastic group of freshmen who came into passionate, hardworking, and eager to improve. Watching their growth this season has been one of the most rewarding parts of coaching. Our sophomore and juniors deserve a huge credit as well. They were the glue of this team. They kept practices fun, the energy high, and the group cohesive through the ups and downs of the season. Their leadership and humor made a big difference in keeping the team spirit alive. I'm grateful and proud of every player for their perseverance, dedication through this challenging but rewarding season. I believe next year will be even better as these players return more skilled, confident, and ready to compete. A big thank you to Coach Cindy and Coach Lee, who's not here today, for their constant support and all the parents for your encouragement and care throughout the year. To the boys, thank you for your hard work, your attitude, and your love for the game. You made this season truly special. Thank you. Okay, the first award is Dragonheart. He had one of the toughest roles on the team, playing singles number 1. That meant facing the best and most skilled players from every opposing school. It's a position that requires not just ability, but courage and mental toughness. All season, he stepped up to that challenge. Even when matches were difficult and the results didn't always go his way, he never backed down. He took on every opponent with determination and composure like a seasoned competitor. What I admire most is his resilience. He prepared for every match to win and gave his best effort every time. Even after a hard loss, by the next practice, he was back to his normal self, focused, positive, and ready to improve. He knew the odds, but he faced them with heart and never lost his spirit. I honestly don't know who else could have handled that position with such perseverance and attitude. Courage and consistency and heart represent exactly what this award stands for. Congratulations, Hangyul, on being this year's Dragonheart Award recipient. For Dragon Fire Award, he's one of the quieter players on our team. At first glance, you might think he doesn't get too fired up about winning or losing. But those of us who have coached and played with him know that's far from the truth. Beneath that calm, quiet demeanor, he's a player with tremendous determination and heart. When you watch him play, he's steady, focused, and relentless. He just keeps putting the ball back in play over and over again, wearing opponents down with his consistency. For those of you who remember last year's player, Justin Kim, you will know exactly what I meant.
When I say David, it reminds me of him. Relentless in putting the ball back in play, constantly. He had several matches this season that was incredibly close, just within reach of victory. He's right on the verge of breaking through, and I do not doubt that next year he will. I've seen the fire in his eyes, the determination to improve, to push harder, and to turn those close matches into a win. I am proud how far you have come, and I'm sure you will exceed all the expectations next year. David Lee, congratulations on being this year's Dragonfire Award recipient. For Rookie of the Year award, throughout the season, he continued to prove himself, finishing with the most wins of any player on the team. His skill, creativity, and imaginative play style made him a real joy to watch. His hard work and consistency didn't go unnoticed. He was selected as an all-conference player in the Kayak League, an incredible achievement for a freshman. But what stood out to me even more was his passion. As a young player, he wore his heart on his sleeve. He felt every win deeply and took every loss personally. There were moments when he was emotional after a tough match, but that just shows how much he cares. I'm confident that experience will make him stronger, tougher, and even more determined next season. He set the bar high for what it means to be a freshman on this team. I have no doubt that you will bring us even more wins and make our team stronger in the years ahead. Ryan Kim, congratulations on being our Rookie of the Year. Most improved player. This player has impressed me tremendously with how much his game has grown this season. His consistency, confidence, and composure on the court have all taken huge steps forward. He's become a skilled, reliable doubles partner, and someone I could count on in every match. He still has areas to polish and refine, but from a coaching perspective, it was both impressive and a huge relief to have him holding down our #1 double spot. He worked incredibly well with Seungyeon as our top doubles team and showing great chemistry, communication, and teamwork throughout the season. One thing that also surprised and honestly amused me was seeing how vocal he's become during matches. James found his voice whether he's cheering his partner on or even a little playful trash talking during practice matches. It's all part of his growing confidence, and it's been great to see that fire come out of the court. His improvement this year has been outstanding, and I am excited to see how far you will go here next season. James Park, congratulations on well-deserved Most Improved Player award. The last award, the MVP award. This year's what makes this player's story especially meaningful is that he took his junior year off, but came back as a senior with renewed passion and focus. From the very first practice, it was clear he was determined not just to play, but to lead. His work ethic has been incredible. He trains hard, sets high standards for himself, and always pushes those around him to do better. His experience, skill, dedication, and calm presence brought confidence to our young team. He led by example, though I have to admit, his example of forgetfulness is not something we encourage. I hope in college he finally learns not to lose his tennis shoes. He isn't the loudest voice on the team, but he's a quiet leader in the best sense. On a one-on-one basis, he constantly gives advice, offering suggestions, and helping his doubles partner improve. That steady guidance and selfless attitude have made a huge difference on our team's growth this season. Thank you for your commitment, leadership, and example. You have left a real mark on this program, and we have all been proud of you. Seungyeon Kim, congratulations on being our MVP.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hansel Park and the co-captain of the tennis team for this year. It really has been a crazy season for our tennis team with 5 seniors graduating last year, and I never really expected for the team to turn out this way. Coming onto the court for the first day of the tryouts, I remember seeing a bunch of new faces, but as the season progressed and we experienced all the long games and practices, those new faces became part of the team as our precious teammates. Although tennis is seen as more of an individual sport, I would say our team's bond was very strong. From cheering on the sideline of a teammate's match to comforting them after a big loss and celebrating hard-earned points together, we managed to keep a positive, comforting environment in the team. The bus rides back were especially my favorite. I truly thank all of my teammates from the bottom of my heart for giving me this unforgettable experience of a season. To my coaches, I thank you for supporting me through all the hardships and despairing injuries I faced. Coach Park, your insightful and passionate advice helped me and the team focus in practice and games. And your encouragement truly touched me. Coach Sini, your great advice and compassion for the team equaled none. And your bright, funny energy really lit me and the team up. Sang-bong-sam, although he isn't here, was truly an inspirational person to the team. His serious yet humorous personality also lit the team up. Coach Lee may have sometimes seemed like a scary or really serious coach, but in those times I could see it was all because of his incredible care and love for our team. This second season of tennis felt like it really flew by, and I know this was because of how much I enjoyed it. I once again truly thank every one of you, and I hope this season will be left as a memorable experience too for you all. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Hangyeol. I'm a co-captain of the tennis team with Singyeon and Hansel. So throughout this season, I felt like there were lots of ups and downs. This year we were supposed to be a growing year, and it didn't matter whether we won or lost, yet we still came third for both APAC and kayak, which is an achievement, same as last year. However, it wasn't too much of a surprise that I came last and won 0 games. However, what I liked most about this year's team was that so many people were new to the team, yet we became so close in a short period of time. I want to especially thank our boys team senior, Singyeon, for being such a great friend and Hyung this season, and hope all the best for him in college. Finally, I would like to thank all my coaches. First of all, Dr. Park. Thank you for being such a great coach. You were always there throughout the season to help me, no matter how tough my game was for me. Secondly, I'd like to thank Coach Lee, even though he isn't here. He was always patient with me, even though often I couldn't play the way he wanted me to play, but never gave up on me until the end. Finally, thank you, Miss Sini, for being my first ever mixed doubles coach last year, and also a coach I could always have a laugh with. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Singyeon Kim, the head captain of tennis team. And first of all, I want to thank all the parents. Thank you for always supporting us and paying for our snacks and meals. And we won't be here without your support today, so thank you. And second, thanks to all the coaches, Dr. Park, Sang-bong-sam, and Miss Sini. I've learned so much this year thanks to you guys, not just about tennis, but also about how to be a better person. And lastly, my teammates. I know we didn't get the results we wanted, 4th place in kayak, but still, thank you guys for fighting so hard throughout the season. You guys have so much potential, so just keep it up, and I know for sure you will be so much better next year. And special shout out to my double partner, James. It was such a fun season playing with you. It's a bit unsure that we couldn't win the APEC and the kayak, but like I said, you guys have so much potential, so just keep working and trust in yourself. And
I'm so glad that I got you as my partner this year, so thank you. And once again, thank you, everyone.
Give it up for the boys varsity tennis team. Now please help me welcome to the stage girls varsity tennis team.
Good evening, everyone. So first, I want to start by saying how proud I am of this team. So this season has been full of challenges, a lot of growth, and we had many memorable moments. And I couldn't have done with our captains, Angela, Vicky, and Elena. They have been my assistant coaches for underclassmen, and all the players, each of you contributed valuable moments to the season. Whether you were playing crucial matches, cheering from the bleachers, or pushing each other to be better during practice. You all played a vital role in our success, and it's my honor to announce a few special awards tonight. While every member of this team deserves recognition, these awards highlight some exceptional contributions to our team this year. And before announcing the awards, I want to take a moment to thank our amazing team manager, Eliana. She has been such a huge support to all of us, always organized, encouraging, and ready to help with anything that we needed. So thank you, Elena, for being such an important part of our team. We'll start off with a new award this season, which is the Dragon Focus Award. So you may have heard this as the Clutch Award. So this award goes to someone who came through under pressure and turned matches around several of her matches throughout the season. I think she's the true definition of perseverance. There were several matches that she has lost the first set, but she fought back, won the second, and then took the super tiebreak. She never gives up, and that fighting spirit truly inspires everyone around her. So this year's Dragon Focus Award goes to Angela Park. Next is the Dragonfire. This award celebrates the player whose passionate energy from our team spirit throughout the season. She has been the heart of our team. She's like the mom of the group, always bringing energy, encouraging everyone, and keeping the team motivated. She always prayed before our match, and her leadership and warmth kept our team strong and united all season. She truly kept our team's fire burning through every match. So this year's Dragonfire goes to Vicky Hume. Next is the Rookie of the Year. So this award goes to the first-year member who has demonstrated outstanding dedication, growth and contribution to the team, and she actually only started playing tennis this past summer. She has grown so much in such a short time and has had such great potential for the seasons ahead. So this year's Rookie of the Year goes to Chloe Aldous. Our next is the Most Improved Player. This award is particularly special because it celebrates the power of dedication and hard work. This athlete has shown tremendous growth of this season. She's improved in every aspect of her game, but what impressed me the most was how much she stepped up during APAC. Her confidence, court presence, and performance all reached a new level. So this year's MIP goes to Evelyn Beck. Our last is the Most Valuable Player. So this award goes to an athlete who not only proved their performance, but also elevated our entire team. Her consistency, skills, and ability to perform under pressure made her invaluable to our success in our season. She was our #1 seed in the kayak conference for singles 3. But what made her stand out even more was her flexibility to the team spirit. When we needed her during APAC, she stepped into the doubles and did it with a full commitment and excellence. She has also received the All-Conference in Kayak, and this year's MVP goes to Alina Nam. Thank you for a great season, girls.
Hey everyone, I'm Alina and I served as co-captain of the tennis team this year. Coming off of last season and the loss of so many of our seniors and players last year, our team definitely felt at first quite different. However, throughout these past months, I have had the incredible privilege of getting to know all my tennis underclassmen and new players, and I can't imagine our team being anything other than what we are now. I'm so proud of us for pushing through tough losses, close games, weird line calls, and more, and for making the most of what little time we had. I've seen such amazing growth in everyone. To my team, as I get ready to leave, I'm so sad that I won't ever play with you guys again or share the same courts or cheer on your games. But I want you all to know that you have meant so much to me in my high school experience. Thank you for giving me all that I could ask for. Thank you to Coach Park, Coach Cindy, and Sangbong-sam for always believing in me, even when I didn't quite believe in myself. Thank you to my fellow tennis seniors for being there for me after every win or loss. Thank you to my parents for supporting my every endeavor, and I want to thank God above all. Overall, tennis is a sport that has taught me so much, and I'm so excited for what you guys will achieve next year and in the future.
Hi everyone, my name is Angela and I am one of the seniors and the captains of the team who has been on the tennis team for the last 4 years. So tennis has been an unexplainably huge part of my life. It's taught me so much, from joy to even hatred. And now, after one last amazing season, it's time to let go. So I'd like to use this time to quickly thank everyone who has been a part of this journey. I want to thank Sangbong-sam, whose unwavering dedication to train us year-round has motivated me to become the best player I can be. If there's a coach who genuinely wants to support the success of TCIS sports, it's him. Every early mornings, freezing winters, and scorching summers he endured just to make me a better player will be remembered forever. And I want to thank Dr. Park, who never ceased to believe in me, even after seeing all my failures as a freshman and sophomore. And I want to thank Ms. Cindy, who has given us all unconditional love and support regardless of win or loss this season. I would also like to thank our underclassmen for your hard work and enthusiasm this season. I see so much potential in you guys in the years to come. So I hope everyone continues to play tennis and come back stronger for next year. And lastly, to my fellow seniors, Alina, Vicky, and also Seungyeon, thank you for everything. Without you guys, I probably would have never played tennis this much. We started out as clueless 8th graders just trying to rally the ball, and somehow we've come all this way together, competing, supporting, and growing side by side. So yeah, tennis has been so much more than just a sport to me. It's given me memories, lessons, and friendships that I'll carry long after I leave TCIS. Even though I can't say that I turned out to be this amazing player, I think that I can say I gave a lot, if not all, to tennis. I can say that I spent every winter getting lessons with Alina and every summer suffering out there with Vicky on the courts. And maybe that's the most important part, that I had the incredible privilege of getting to play tennis under these coaches with these teammates. So thank you all for being a part of this journey and for making my last season truly unforgettable.
Hi, my name is Vicky, co-captain with Alina and Angela. So, to be honest, this season was the season that I came to realize that I'm a very outdated and inflexible person. In Korean, it's called 꼰대. As a senior, without even knowing, I was in a position to judge or teach my underclassmen to push more or dedicate more, thinking of the amount of time I put into this sport. Despite how much I love my underclassmen, I wanted them to love the sport just as much as I did, although their effort is something that I can't estimate. Looking back, it seems like I finally came to realize what it's like to be a senior. To my fellow senior athletes, even beyond the tennis team, we've been through so much. We've matured, we faced adversity head on, and we learned what it truly means to be a team. And through all the challenges, the early mornings, hard losses, the moments when we wanted to quit, we kept going, not just for ourselves, but for our teams and sport. I won't lie, it's hard to think about what comes next. I've poured so much of myself into this sport, and it's hard to let go of something that means and meant so much to me. But as much as I'll miss it, I'm excited too. We've grown in many ways that will help us take on whatever comes next in our lives. Whether that's continuing to play, pursuing different dreams, or simply moving forward into new challenges, I know we have the strength and resilience to keep going. And to the underclassmen, I would say keep pushing. Not just the tennis team, but for all TCIS underclassmen athletes. The road ahead won't always be easy, but the hard moments will shape you just like they shaped us. Don't take these moments for granted. Embrace every practice, every game, and every lesson, and all the lessons us as seniors teach you. One day, you'll look back in my position and realize that this was the time that shaped who you are. And when you get to be seniors, you'll understand just how fast it all goes. Lastly, I want to thank our coaches, Ms. Zinni, Dr. Park, and Mr. Coach Lee for always believing in us, and my family for their endless support, and my teammates for making every moment of this journey and this season unforgettable. This season may have been difficult, but it was a season that I'll never forget. Thank you.
Give it up for the girls varsity tennis team. All right, so that's all of the fall sports teams. But before we end off the award ceremony, we have a few groups of people that we would really like to recognize and thank. So coaches, could you please come up to the stage? So this being my second year as an athletic director at TCIS, I've got to work with some of these coaches for the second time, and some coaches I got to work for the first time. I just would like to say how grateful I am to have these coaches. They are so gracious and they are so dedicated, where I never have a doubt in my mind when it comes to them taking good care of our student athletes and putting our athletes first. I'd also like to say thank you for being so gracious as I am making changes and sometimes, or lots of times, making mistakes and being very gracious with it. So from the bottom of my heart and from the TCIS community, we'd like to recognize you and thank you so much for all you do. All right, a little competition. Each coach is going to get their names called out. Cheer as loud as you can, okay? First, cross country, we have Miss Christy Gordon and Julie Stein. Next, JV girls volleyball, we have Miss Sandra Hidalgo. Next, varsity girls volleyball, we have Miss Danielle Bartolome. Next, for varsity boys volleyball, we have Mr. Andrew Yuan and Mr. Sanggun Oh. And last but not least, for varsity boys and girls tennis, we have Dr. Jangpyo Park, Miss Cindy Choi, and Mr. Sangbong Lee. Coaches, could you please step forward for a photo? Give it up for your coaches one more time. Okay, this is new, but I'd like to call up one more group to the stage. These people are people that work tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure that you guys have what you need, whether it's your uniforms, whether it is your schedules, whether you forgot your tennis shoes. These are people that make sure that you have what you need to do what you need to do as athletes. They work tirelessly behind the scenes with me and the coaches. So managers, could you please come up to the stage for recognition? You guys can go over there. In front, in front, in front. Take a photo. Thank you, managers. All right, as we conclude our fall award ceremony for this year, we would also like to recognize some other people that work tirelessly behind the scenes. These groups of people work really hard to make sure that you guys have transport, make sure that you guys have snacks, make sure that all your visas and flights and accommodations, all the things that require you to participate in Kayak and APAC fully, these people are working tirelessly. So please give a big round of applause for all these people that we need to recognize. And that is the last slide, which means that wraps up our fall awards ceremony. Congratulations to all of you for a successful season, whether that was reflected on the scoreboard or whether that was reflected in personal and team growth. Just know that coaches, community, and our entire school is very proud of you. Congratulations. Tennis, come get Sangbong Sam's gift.